Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, we will be 3-marking the Object 777 version 2. I'll be giving you a full masterclass on how to play this vehicle, and hopefully increase your win rate from whatever it is, upwards of 70 to even 75%. Let's start off briefly talking about the 777 and its overall capabilities. It features a really nice gun. It's got decent levels of DPM at 2,900, its base dispersion is 0.34, and the vehicle features 430 damage per shot. So it's got great DPM, a hard-hitting gun, and it has great penetration. 364 on the gold is enough to butter through just about anything in front of you. Not only that, but it also features sandbags, which means if you're like me running double sandbags, that's an additional 9% health, putting me upwards of 2,736. That is a lot of health for a vehicle that also has a lot of DPM. 777 features a very good top speed of 45 kilometers per hour, but that's where we arrive to the biggest problem of the vehicle, and that is the traverse and reverse. See, this vehicle only reverses at 12, which actually makes it one of the slowest reversing heavies in tier 10. And we can see that. I mean, it's the 32nd slowest heavy. Not only that, but its power to weight ratio isn't the best, but it's not bad to be fair at 14.3. But the big problem you'll be running into is that traverse speed. Especially if you're like me, running double sandbag, then your loadout is going to look like this. So your power to weight ratio, still fine, but the traverse speed, ooh, 38 out of 38. Indeed, this is actually the slowest traversing heavy in the entire game with the loadout that I'm currently running. So to rectify the situation, I'm running improved engine power boost, which gives me a pretty big buff to my traverse speed, upwards of 31 degrees a second, which should allow us to get away with a lot more. Now this tank, believe it or not, I'm actually running vertical stabilizers on. I know that I made a whole video saying that you shouldn't run it, but one of the weird things I've noticed about this tank is even when I'm fully aimed in, if I move the gun an inch, it blooms an ungodly amount for no reason, and it causes me to miss some shells. Now the downside of this is that I'm going to be much less accurate over distance, and obviously shooting at players a long way, I'm going to be a lot worse. But you do get slightly better aiming time, and my gun won't bloom as much when moving my turret back and forth, which is something that's honestly annoyed me to the point where I'm just trying V-stab. So I'm not saying that it's necessarily the build you should be using, but it is something to keep in mind. So let's see what we can do here. As I mentioned, I am running Speed Boost, which basically solves my mobility problem while also allowing me to have a whopping crazy amount of hit points. So it's really a win-win in that regard. I just wish Speed Boost lasted a little longer. It only lasts 12 seconds. Now you get it back pretty fast. I think it's like a 60-second cooldown, so it's not that big of a problem, but I do wish that it obviously lasted like 20 seconds instead of the 12 that it currently does. So what do we have up against us? We have an AMX 50B, an E100. They also have two tank destroyers, a YAG and a Grill. Alright, well we are going to start by moving into position. There is the enemy E100, and we're going to chill right here and aiming right on his turret. Nice, 380, not too bad. And we're going to reload again. As I mentioned, this tank has really, really good DPM. So being able to have that DPM means that you can just cut through basically anything. I obviously stick with calibrated shells on any of the tanks I use, simply because of the fact you're going to have a much easier time cutting through enemy armor. Now the big question that we have is where are... Oh, we got the 50B right here. Boom, nice 388, but obviously autoloaders will always be one of the most annoying classes of vehicles to run into, so something to keep in mind. Alright, let's see, is that E100 still here? Doesn't look like he actually is. Oh, never mind, he is still here. Let's go for a shot, but we do miss. Okay, that's fine. We reload. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and boom. There you go. 407 right into the E100 turret. That's pretty good. And I'm actually just going to use my speed boost now. We're going to move up. E100 is going to be in a real peculiar situation pretty soon here. Let's see. What's your game plan? I'm just going to move up. We're going to go for a nice tracking shell. And now I'm hoping that he doesn't hit me. He does, but that's what's fine, right? With the loadout that we're running here, we have so much HP. I mean, we still have 1,700 left, and the 100 is only down to 300 HP, so we can just load a gold shell right onto the 100 turret, and that player's out of the game just like that. And while we do have the 50B right in front of us, which is a very dangerous tank, again, I'm not that worried as they're out of the game as well. So we're up to 2,900 damage now, and we've almost able to... Oh, wait, the YAG is stopping, which means we can get a nice 392 into the side of its hull, and that gives us 3,000 300 damage. Okay, that's not horrible. The Yag, we have a small chance of penetrating, which we were able to, and I cannot believe that Yag hit that. That is so stupid. I genuinely cannot believe that the Yag hit that shot. That is, that's insane. But, to be fair, we've already taken off over half of that Yag's health. Our teammate took the other half, and, well, that is the end of this player. In 3, 2, 1, boom. Yag is gone. Let's use our speed boost, which will allow us to move into position faster. And we have the grill right over here, so let's aim it on the grill. There's one shot, and remember, we have good DPM in this tank, so we should be able to out-reload the grill. We have an 8.8 second... Well, I guess it doesn't matter, but we have an 8.8 second reload. 8.2 now that we're low on health, which means the grill, with its 10-second reload, we would have easily been able to out-damage. Either way, at this point, we're up to a lot, right? We've done pretty good in this game. We're going to aim it on the standard. Dang, that sucks. We'll swap over to Refined, and we'll compare the differences of the guns. Alright, let's see. Standard B shoots my teammate. Oh, okay. Alright. Gotta be honest, not really enjoying the gun on the 777 right now. It's kind of trolling me pretty hard. Let's move over towards the standard and hopefully clear this player out of the game. We're going to go in a straight line so that we can take advantage of the mobility that this thing features. Hopefully that WZ doesn't kill me, and boom, there you go. That player is out of the game, which leaves us just with the WZ, and our Yag is able to get the clear. Okay, well that was a great game. 4 kills, 4,600 damage, a very good result. And you can see where that DPM, the armor, and the overall mobility of the 777 can be very effective. I also cannot believe that that Yag snapped us in the turret cheek. That was insane. As you can see, our mark went up 2%, now sitting at 91.31, which is pretty solid. With my new editing software, you should be able to see my camera move up a little bit, which is quite nice. But either way, a pretty solid game. So we did a battle with V-Stabs. Now let's put on Refined. This makes our dispersion 0.4 better, putting us a lot more accurate. So we'll see. I don't know. V-Stabs didn't really feel all that amazing that game. I'm going to be totally honest. All right, here we are, second game. We have a WZ-113 and a 50B, okay. Game's not really giving us too many heavies in these battles. We also have Alberto in the Object 752. Apart from that, we have a Yag, a Grill. Okay, I mean, obviously this depends on where our team goes, but we do have a Tiger Mouse and a Type 71, so I'm assuming they are going to support me. So let's speed on in. You can see again, though, even with us not running fuel, the mobility is still pretty decent, because we can take advantage of that 20% engine boost that we are running here. This tank doesn't really get its modules damaged too often, so you don't really rely on anything else. Question is, will the enemy 50B roll around this corner? It's a very, very normal spot for players to poke, so we're just going to wait here, and we'll see. However, we have the 752 spotted over there. We have the 113 in mid. Okay. Is there anything here? No, not seeing anything. I do have to be careful, but we're not seeing much as of right now. Okay. We have the 752, and there is the 113. The 113 got bled pretty heavily, and we're not seeing anything over here at this point. So we're going to move up a little bit. Let's see if we can get a shell into the 113. Get into a side scrape, and this is exactly what you want to do with the 777. There you go. Nice shot right into the side. The 113 gets shot, and we're going to reload. 3, 2, 1, boom. There you go. That player is knocked out of the game. Let's use my speed boost and see if we can get some damage into this player in the AMX 50B. I don't want to be blocked by my teammate aiming. There you go. Nice 558. This is obviously where having really, really good DPM is quite nice. So our teammate gets the shot, and we actually get the clearing shell into the 50B. Right? I mean, we got a lot more DPM than the Type 71. We have very similar damage. We have only 10 more alpha, but you can see I reload substantially faster, which is very nice. So we're not doing anything insane in this game. As I said, they don't really have many heavies, and the heavies they have didn't even go towards the heavy flank, so not crazy. Yeah, I gotta say, I still think that Refined is better. After using V-Stabs in that game fully, it really just seems like Refined is a much better choice. 777, we can go right through. I mean, again, with the amount of heat pen that we have, that tank isn't really that big of a threat, so we don't have to worry too much. We have the Yag over there. We know where the grill is. Okay, never mind. The grill repositioned. That shell was never going to hit anyway. But let's just move over here. And let's reload. Caro hits my teammate. We're going to aim it on the Caro. Nice. 487, bringing them down to a one-shot. It's pretty good stuff. and we're doing okay at this point. I mean, we've done decent damage. We're going to hit the... No, we're not going to hit the 7.52, but that player's dead either way, so I can't get too mad. All right, let's move over towards the... Can we move, please? Can we give me some room? Thank you. All right, let's go over here and aim it on the lower plate of the Yag. There's a nice 470. Tiger Mouse gets a shell into the Yag as well. We're going to reload, and boom. Okay, Yag is out of the game, and that is putting us up to 3,600 damage with 3 kills. Pretty good stuff. Alright, this Tiger Mouse needs to get off me. I don't know why he's so, like, hard set on riding my tank, but either way. At this point, I don't think we're going to deal a whole lot more damage. The Grill is running away. I'm not even sure... Oh, you know, we might be able to hit them once. Okay, let's see. Aiming, and there you go. Nice 403. Alright, we're over 4K now. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, the Bat Chat took a pretty... Yeah, I was going to say the Bat Chat took a pretty solid chunk off of him, and the rest of our teammates were moving up. But 3 kills, 4,000 damage, a very solid combination of capabilities. We can see that with this much health and this much DPM, you can be really dangerous, because I don't think there's any other tanks in the game that have this much health and damage per minute combined. Plus, this tank can side scrape very well. It has decent mobility. I've really accounted for all the issues with this tank, right? I mean, I've got all the health I want, and then with Speed Boost, I also have plenty of mobility. And while Speed Boost may not last very long, it's a quick enough cooldown that I can get it back and keep using it when I need to. So, that 7.52, for example, I was able to turn, and I was able to shoot them before it was really that big of a problem. Okay, we have a lot more heavies in this battle. 50B, Stridsvon, E6, and a VK90. Unfortunately, again, they don't really have that many super heavies. I guess you can count the VK90, but it only has 2,450 health, so I really don't even consider the VK90 to be that heavily armored of a vehicle. So, let's put on our speed boost, and we're going to go to the far corner over here. Again, you can see with speed boost, it's just enough mobility boost that we can get up to our top speed of 45, just like that, which allows us to be faster than really any heavy, even on our team, which is very nice. We were going upwards of 50 there for a moment, and we are now in position with this E5. Okay, well, I'm actually going to make a fairly aggressive play. We're going to go for the crossing. That shell completely missed, but just like that, we have been able to get across. So that's pretty nice. And this puts us in a very, very good situation. Alright, we have the VK90 in front of us. And let's see. Can we hit that 50B? No. I'm going to shoot. I was going to try and shoot that down, but I didn't because I hit the wall. Alright, well, we'll reload again. Here we go. And let's get a bit better of an angulation here. Let's see, VK90, we get a nice shot into. There you go. You can see where the side scraping on this tank is really good, right? I mean, we're able to side scrape here pretty effectively. And that VK90, he's trying his hardest, but he is really struggling to cut through our armor right now. We have the 50B right in front, and let's go for... Okay, well, at least we were able to destroy the structure. That was what I wanted to do originally, because now we can actually hit this enemy 50B. There you go, nice. Wow, 323 from a 430. Okay, well, we're being hit a lot, but we're alive, so can't get that mad. Got tracked again by the 50B. They're out of shells at this point, so we put on our adrenaline, and come on, if we can get one more shot into this 50B, I'll be happy. Boom, there you go. Another 438. That's really good. I mean, we're bleeding them out very heavily at this point. And, are they going to show me their side? Indeed they do. We get another 475 into that 50B. They're still trying to hit me. Look how much damage we've blocked at this point. I mean, that is an insane amount of block damage. Hit that E4, and pretty good stuff. I gotta say, pretty good stuff so far. We've done 3K blocked. We've done a lot dealt, and our full health Kron has finally decided that they want to enter the game. Not really sure why it took them so long to do something, but yeah, finally they've actually decided to start playing Blitz. Alright, well, let's move up ourselves. We have the Błyskawica, which we're able to cut right through, and we're going to angle our vehicle. My question to this Błyskawica is, why would you make that play? I have an E5 above me, and I'm going to drive into the open, shoot you in the lower plate for another 390, and... Okay, well, this is actually really bad, because for some reason, the E4 has gone from where they were, on the other side of the map, all the way over to me and killed me. I cannot believe the E4 was able to get there that quick. Did we hit the E4? I think we did, but good job, E4. I'm going to say that too. Good job, E4. They literally threw their game away and killed themselves so that they could shoot me once. Like, congratulations. You played yourself. And finally, our team was able to win this game. This took a lot longer than I feel it should have, but we did our job, and we blocked 3,000 damage. And when you pair that with our 2,700 hit points, that is like 6k combined. We had a pretty good game. We didn't do that much in terms of kills or assistance, but I think we were one of the major catalysts that gave our team a victory there. And as I mentioned, that E4 literally threw their game away to tunnel me. They were all the way on the other side of the map, and then somehow went down the ramp undetected, drove underneath their side of the map, and then came up behind us and killed us, and then died 20 seconds later, and they were literally full health. So I don't even think we made much of a misplay. Our mark did go down very slightly, as you saw, but it's whatever. I genuinely don't think we made any bad plays there. I think we just got really unlucky that the E4 went out of their way to try and focus us. Maybe they know who I was. Maybe they were mad that I shot them and penned them across the map. I'm not really sure, but that was a really bad play on their part. They should have stayed where they were and probably focused the 4005. All right, here we are on New Bay. We have a Chieftain. We have the Kron that was on our team, and I'm happy because that Kron, oh my god, you guys didn't see it. Bro literally missed the side of the enemy E6 twice, 10 feet away, and then died to him. It was really sad. So I'm not going to complain that that Kron's on their team this time. Question is, which way is our team going to go? And also, which way is their team going to go? I think we're probably going to push town. Oh, gotta love the NA chat there. I'm going to ping for my team which way I'm going. I'm going to use my speed boost, and we're going to push in. Again, this tank is quick, and with speed boost, look at that. We're only barely slower than the Stridsvon K. Like, it's pretty good if you take advantage of the mobility properly. And having that speed is very important, because on this map in particular, if we can get across the gap like our 50B is, we can really have a decent scenario. Now, we try to hit that player. Shell does not end up hitting, but we did make the gap, and that's really the major play that we wanted to. So we're going to roll around over here. We have the Kron, and it doesn't matter how bad the Kron player is. When they're hauled down like that, there isn't much you're going to be able to do. All right, well, let's get into a side scrape here. I know my teammates, like, fall back, but, dude, you can't really poke this, so I don't know what to tell you. I'm the only one that can actually hold this position reliably well here. We got tracked, and the Atlas is just kind of YOLOing. Interesting play. There you go. Another nice shot. I'm going to use a repair kit just so... Well, I guess it didn't matter because we got penned either way, but trying our best here. There's another shot into the Chieftain. We get another bounce. We're literally the only thing holding this right now, so we're doing pretty good, everything considered. There's another shell into you, and I'm trying my best to help you, dude, but there's only so much I can do in this tank, right? I mean, you just died. Go for another shot into the Chieftain, and let's back up now. We do have our teammate in the 50B. Kron hits us once, and we're going to chill right here. Go for a nice shot into the side of the Kron. That means they only have one shell left, and let's see. Is the Kron going to shoot? No? Alright, I'm just going to use my speed boost. I'm going to move up towards them. This is where the Kron falls apart, because I have way more DPM and capabilities than their vehicle ever will. So there you go. Another nice shot, and I think we're still totally fine. That 50B's going to take the Kron out of the game. We're going to get into a side scrape, load gold to guarantee the pen in the lower plate. And there you go. 3,600 damage, 2,400 blocked. And, I mean, honestly, you can see why I enjoy this thing so much. The armor on this tank is great. Like, people don't know how to reliably pen it, because it is a very troll pen. I almost always recommend not to go for this tank's track wheels, because half of the time you're just not going to pen. It's a lot safer and smarter to go for the lower plate and just over poke when it's on reload. But either way, we're doing pretty good here. Stridsvon's going to start backing up. I was hoping they were going to back up further so we could get the clear, but either way, 4,000 damage, 2,480 blocked. That is enough that our mark is most definitely going to go up here. So let's take a look. And yeah, our mark went up 1.14%, now up to 92.94. So that's pretty good stuff. That's actually really, really good stuff. So we only need about 2% left, right? What are we at? 92.94? Yeah, so we need 2% left. If we can keep getting games like this, we'll be doing pretty good. All right, here we are, Port Bay, one of my least favorite maps in the game. And we have a 116 a Moishin, and an IS-8. Would have killed Wargaming to give me the mouse to farm on the enemy team, especially a no camo mouse. I always like to ping. You have the ping tool, and it's very easy to just make a quick ping where you want your teammates to go. It's very helpful, and you know, everybody can see it, right? It's very easy for everybody to see. It's funny, I never see anybody use the ping tool ever. It's weird. It's like teammates are allergic to it, but it's actually one of my favorite tools that have been added in the game because it's easy to tell my teammates, hey, I'm pushing here. If you guys want to support me, you can. Guys, take advantage of the ping tool, trust me. It's a super, super effective tool. So, let's see. There is the enemy Progetto. We're going to move up, and let's go for a shot straight into their turret. Also, I take back what I said about V-stabs being better before. Very clearly, after messing around with Refined, it still seems to be the better choice. Alright, so go for a nice shot into the track of the Prague. That takes them out. We get a nice bounce from the 116 for 420. And here's the thing. The 116 has genuinely garbage DPM. So if that player tries to trade with me, not only do I hit them harder, right? They have 420, I have 430 alpha. But I can literally just win these trades so easily. There's another shot into the enemy grill. This 116 really must not like me right now. And again, they don't really have reliable gun depression. We hit them again, and they only have one shell left. We've been doing pretty good here. If I'm being totally honest, I mean, we're already up to 2,000 damage. Moishin drives in the open to shoot me. Loses half of their health for it, so good job, I guess. Get the IS-8 in front, and we're going to aim it on the 183. Let's load a gold shell. The fact that the 183 has that much armor is a little ridiculous, but we pen them, so that's not horrible. We have the Caro on the other side of the map. Let's go for a track wheel. Well, we didn't track him, but we did take off a lot of health either way. And I'm not really sure what this Moishin's doing, apart from committing death. Alright, well, let's put on our speed boost and move up towards the IS-8 and the FE2 and 5B 183. We know that the 183 is right in front of us. There we go, nice shot. I'm going to ignore them, let my mouse take that player out of the game. And now we have the enemy IS-8 in front of us. This player has a... we got robbed. Oh well, I can't get that mad. Just chill here and see what we can do. Let's see. Let's just go for the roof. There you go. But our whole team absolutely farmed the crap out of him, and he's gone. Either way, we did good. 4,200 damage, and I'm assuming that's top in the team, and it's most likely enough damage that our mark went up. Indeed, it went up 0.81. Nothing insane, but still a decent amount, so we're up to 93.75. Which means if we can get one or even two more good games, we will already be done with the 3 mark. I'm genuinely shocked people don't use the 777 in comp anymore. I mean, it's just so good. I had a really rough session earlier today in the tank, and I was tempted to blame it, but honestly, the teams were just so garbage. I was being put up against, like, double platooning Krons every game, and I was just trying to enjoy Blitz, and I wasn't allowed to. So, thankfully, it seems the matchmaker is a lot better now. Alright, well, this is a pretty good map for the 777. We have an E100 and a Rhino, and that's it in terms of heavies. I'm going to ping for my team again where I'm going. Hopefully my T30 and E75 support me. Although, really, the XM and YAG not supporting me? Okay, yeah. No, I'm not going this way. What I'll do is I will quickly spot for my teammate, right? We'll see if we can detect the 100 or the Rhino going this way, but judging that my team really isn't helping me much, I don't know if I'm going to stay here. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, I'm actually not seeing anything, and our E75's on the other side, so that's pretty interesting. We're just going to keep chilling here for now. They have a lot of scary tanks. Foch, YAG, and there you go. We do have the 100 detected, and we get a nice 320 damage shell into them. Again, the heat penetration of this tank allows you to just butter through enemy armor like an E100 without even really worrying all too much. There's the 100 turret. There's another 352, and we back into cover. And I'm just going to pretend like I'm leaving now. In fact, I might just leave. Oh, there you go. E100 is moving up, which means I myself have the ability to also move up. And there you go. Another 402. Oh, that's a waffle. Okay. We are going to use my speed boost, and we're going to get out of here. I think that is the smart and right play to make. We do have teammates, so that's good, but obviously the last thing I want is to deal with all of that jazz. E100 shoots and get a nice shot into their side for 440. It's pretty good stuff. We're going to keep crossing this way, and if that E100 shows me their turret, we get another pen for 350. I don't think that E100 enjoyed that, gotta be honest. Let's reload again. 3, 2, 1, boom. There you go, 426. We're in an okay spot right now. I mean, we could get overwhelmed here, but we're doing our job, we're holding, and we're giving our team the ability to win if they play this right. We have the Foch over here, and obviously that's a juicy shell. Nice 450 into the rear, and let's just move up this way. We do have the Rhino on our rear, which is not very good. EV-100, which I'm going to miss. Okay, that Rhino really annoyingly took off a lot of our health, but not much I can do about that right now. Let's aim it on that E100 again. There you go. E100's out of the game. We get hit by the Sheridan, does not pen me. We're still alive, which is obviously pretty good, and the Rhino does not pen me. Get another shot into you. We're clear on the side right now, but this is really bad. We have the Sheridan on us. We have the Yag on us. I mean, this is about as bad as it gets. We have no team support. We have no help whatsoever. Yeah, we're just cooked. At this point, we're absolutely cooked. Alright, let's aim it on that Yag. Boom. There you go. 460. Well, we have the Sheridan and the Waffle on our flank. We did a lot. 4,400 damage, but our team just didn't turn back. They needed to turn back and hold off the Sheridan. But oh well. I mean, there's only so much you can do, right? Well, unfortunately, our Progetto was... Well, unfortunately, our Progetto was pretty bad and did not do a good job at the end. It was actually a winnable game, but there's only so much you can do, as I said, right? We did a lot. We blocked 1,600. We basically killed a full health E100. We did over 4,400 damage. There was just too much on us. We had the Yag on our front, the Sheridan, and the Waffle on our side. Ideally, what I would have done is pushed the Rhino, but I kept getting tracked, couldn't repair my track, and we just got stuck there, so, oh well. But, I mean, dude, when you have a 0 damage XM66F and your T30 and E75 are, you know, right next to them, I just don't know what to really say. Our E75, XM, and T30 should have all supported, and the Yag. Our whole team should have supported the heavy flank. I don't know why they didn't. It would have been such an easy win, but oh well. Either way, our mark went up 0.82%, as you can see, and that puts us up to 94.57. So, literally, if we just get one more game like that, another 4,000 damage, whether we win or lose, we'll be done with the marking session. And as you'll see, the 777 again, like, we have yet to have a bad game in this tank. Every battle we've played, we've done over 4K, or at least over 3K, and we've blocked a lot of damage, we've dealt a lot. Being able to run double sandbags on this thing, it really does just elevate it to this crazy level because you just have so much health. You're basically the same health as an E100, but you're way more mobile. You have arguably better armor when it comes to side scraping, and you also butter through everything with the pen you have. Now this is potentially a good matchup. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heavies, and the tank destroyers that they have are heavies. And our team as well is the exact same scenario. So we're going to have to play this one pretty safe. We'll play passive. I don't want to throw my health away, especially when there is this much HP on the enemy team. This is like the Goldilocks situation. So we're going to use our speed boost, which will be perfect because it'll allow me to climb up this hill faster than really any of our teammates. There you go. And nice. Okay, now I think the right play to make is we're going to push into this hull down spot here in front of me. While this tank only has 6 degrees, this position should give us enough that we can work this totally fine. So we have the E6 in front. I'm not really sure why they would poke that when, I mean, their entire side is a pen, but oh well. I'm not going to complain. That's free damage from me. We have the Foch moving up as well, and there's the E6. Okay, E6 gets hit in the turret. Let's go for... oh, we have the Foch. Let's go for a shot into him. There you go. Ow, but the BZ over pokes. Gets a shell into me. I don't know why the Foch is complaining. That was a pretty easy shot, not gonna lie. Let's aim it on that Foch again. Boom. There you go. Easy shell. Bleeding him out. Think he's gonna complain again? I wouldn't be surprised. Our team isn't doing a whole lot right now, though. They're falling apart pretty quickly. And my teammates driving into me, not helping. This is not good. Our team is really struggling on this E6. Alright, well, let's reload myself. Bro, my XM just ate my shot. I don't want to mold or get angry or anything, but my teammates are definitely making this a more frustrating experience than it has to be. Let's go for the E6 hatch. Oh, okay. Huh. Perfectly aimed, right on the hatch, and it does no damage. Okay, this is about as bad as you can get it to be, honestly. Let's try again. That time we actually pen the hatch, so there you go. It's not the worst, I guess. We need to take this player out of the game, so let's reload one more time, and boom. What do you mean? Those are perfect shots! It literally shows that as a flat pen, and then it just doesn't pen. That's insane. That's why, you know, people always ask me why I still think the E6 is one of the dumbest tier 10s. It's because of that hatch. That hatch has armor that makes no sense. Those shots should have penned. The fact that they didn't are completely nonsensical. We're getting a lot of bounces, to be fair. We're doing our job, and we're blocking for our team. Let's see if that 5A shows me their lower plate. Nope. Our gun trolled us, which is really unfortunate. Then the 5A cut right through me, so this is really bad overall. Let's see. That time I actually get the pen into 5A. We managed to back up. That's pretty good. We've done good, though. I mean, we're up to 2,900 damage. The V4 is in the open, and if I can hit them in the hatch, they're out of the game, so that's not too bad. But there is still quite a bit on us here. I just like how my 60 TP is full health. Like, bro, what have we been doing the whole game in our 60? Alright, well, there is the BZ. Nice 428. Not bad. And the 60 TP hits the BZ as well, which bleeds them out even more. The BZ shoots, which allows us to get another 401. And again, this is where the DPM of this vehicle is really, really nice. I mean, we are ripping damage into this BZ. However, the 5A shoots me, because even though my 60 has substantially more health than me, they're still making me take all the hits for them. Very, very frustrated with the 60 TP. They basically threw the game for us. Alright, well, we got a turn, aiming on the enemy 60, and boom, there you go. Take that player out of the game. You need to go. You need to go, bro. Like, I should not be the one doing everything here. You need to man up and, you know, do your job. There you go. Nice hatching shot. The 60, the fact that they're this scared is really sad, honestly. Okay, well, they're going to throw more health away, aren't they? We are going to push over here, aiming on the hatch, and that shell was horrible. Yeah, this 60 is genuinely throwing the game. Alright, well, let's reload. And let's see. I'm going to just push the 5A at this point. I should be able to cut right through their hatch. There you go. Took them out of the game. And the 60 actually clears the BZ. Wow. We carried this. I'm not going to lie. Our gun really trolled us on that E6. I'm going to be honest. I aimed those shots properly. Like, if you look at the hatch, it said those were pens, and then they just didn't pen. Especially with gold. That's crazy. But apart from the E6 and us getting trolled on him, we blocked over 3,800 damage. We did 5,500. We aced the tank, and we single-handedly basically dealt with everything. That was a crazy game. I did not expect to win that. And that 60 TP, listen, dude, here's what I'll tell you as advice, right? You're not a horrible player. You have a 55% 30 day, but you should not have been full health at the end of that game. The fact that I was sitting there and I was getting bled and we needed somebody to make a push, and I look back after my whole team's dead and I see you full health, you need to grow a pair sometimes and do the play, because if you don't, that's what's going to happen. If I wasn't on that team, that would have 100% been a loss. But either way, as you can see, we went up 1.26 on the mark, up to 95.83, and had overall a really, really effective game in the 777. This tank is a beast. Every game we played in it was good. We only lost one game out of the 5 or so we played, and every single battle was great. So I can genuinely tell you that the 777 is one of the best tier 10 heavies. I've had a blast playing it, and I honestly need to play it more. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to smash that subscribe button. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.